We are back with another video, and this one I'm going to talk about why I would like to be child-free and why I am. Say about like last year, it was said to me that a woman's purpose was to have children. And I just thought that was such a disrespectful thing to say. Because for the people who, one, can't even have children, who are literally infertile, are you saying that they have no purpose in life? And for the people who, like me, choose not to have children, are you saying that we have no purpose in life? That is such a dangerous thing to say to somebody, especially if they are someone who are not in the right headspace to receive that kind of message. Luckily I am, and I don't give a shit. And that's not going to sway me, because I know I have a purpose in life that is not having children. I have known for a few years now that I don't want children, and I'm not going to make any like surgical changes. I have a few friends that have done that, and great, I love that for them. I just don't want to like do any of that, just because surgery is expensive, and I don't see a need to right now. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to think, well, eventually maybe I'll have children. No, I just don't want children. I don't think that there's anything that could change my mind, and I don't want to see, and people might leave them anyway, but I don't want to see comments in my video, in my comment section, being like, well, I thought the same thing when I was your age, and like, you'll when you grow up, you'll miss having kids. No, don't bring that shit to me, because I can't block you on YouTube, but I can hide your comments and any future comments that you make, so that I don't have to see it and other people don't have to see it. So I will do that. I'm not above that. I've done that for other people who have left weird comments on my videos. First reason I don't want kids. I live in a country that sending your kids to school is dangerous, and you don't know if they're going to come home, because violence is so bad here. And I don't want to subject my kid to going to a place where they feel they're supposed to feel safe, and they're getting hurt, and I don't know what language I can use on YouTube, but they are not surviving. So safety is a big one. There's just too many predators in this world, and too many just icky, weird people. I don't want to subject my kids to those types of people. Second reason, I don't want the changes to happen to my body. Like, I have seen what like pregnant women go through, and they are so strong. They are very, very strong to go through pregnancy, and they've like shared their stories about the changes that they're going through and how hard it is. And I see that, and I'm like, nah, that's not for me. Like, I think those women are very like admirable. I love that for them, that they want to do that, and they are so strong for that. I cannot do that. I don't want to put my body through that. I don't want to subject myself to pain like that. I'm not doing it. Third is, I want to have a life where I don't have to worry about kids and daycare and like going on vacation. And it's like, oh, we got to bring the kids. You don't always have to bring the kids, but then you got to find somebody to watch them, whether that be a babysitter or a nanny or your family members. It's just too many logistics to figure out. I just want to be able to get up and go. And I feel like having kids restricts you in so many ways. And I don't want my life restricted in that way. Like, I already feel restricted in some way because of my dog. Like, if I want to go travel somewhere for like a month, where it would be hard for my dog to come with me outside of the US. Like, within the US it's easy because she's able to go on planes with me, but overseas, like, if I want to go on excursions or do all these different things, like, I'm not going to bring my dog. So I'm already thinking like, it's hard to have a dog already, because I have to think about, okay, well, who can watch her? Who do I trust to watch her? Because I don't trust a lot of people with my dog. I don't trust anybody with my dog except me. So like, I'm already thinking of that, and that's already kind of a barrier to like traveling and doing what I want. So that's one thing. I feel like with kids, it's like, if I'm already feeling this anxiety with my dog, like with traveling and being scared of who's going to take care of her, can you imagine having a kid? And I'm not doing that. I don't want, okay, there's like somebody mowing their lawn. I hope it's not super, super loud. But I want to be able to travel all the time without a child and without having to worry about like an extra mouth to feed, or like if my kid is like screaming on a plane or screaming on a train or screaming in public. Like, I just don't want, that's such a headache. I'm sorry. I don't want that. Like, again, kudos to the moms who have that and are strong, that you have that patience and you have like such love for your child. I don't have that. I don't want that. And I just, it's not appealing to me. Like, I saw this like one lady say, like, when she looks at a woman with children, she never wishes, or she's never jealous of that woman in that way of like, oh, I wish I had her life. Not once. And I agree. Like, I don't look at women with children and be like, oh, I wish I had their life. I don't feel a sense of like being left out. I don't feel a sense of like envy. I like, that's just like a completely different ball game that I don't want to play in, right? I also like, I think I could be a good mom. I don't doubt that I would put all my love into that. But I'm like incredibly selfish with myself. I love and care about myself so much that I need to put me first, and having a kid would not put me first. And I just see just how draining it is for some women, and I just don't want that. Again, I have no doubt that I could be a good mom, but at the sacrifice of what? Like, at what cost would I be a good mom? I'd be sacrificing so much, and so much of my time and my patience and my mental health, that I feel like then I'm not good for anybody, you know? And like, I just imagine like having the shittiest day ever. You're losing your patience. You're like being driven up a wall. You're being stretched thin in all these different areas in your home and your work. And then like having like a child screaming at you and be like, mom. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. There was a point in my life where I thought I wanted like a child, like at least, I was talking about like 2 to 4. And this was years and years and years ago. And like, now I've just changed my mind. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm at a different place in my life. I'm almost 27 years old. I just don't want that. And I'm lucky that I'm with a partner that also does not want children. And that was like a non-negotiable for me, is like, I don't want kids. Like, in the future, if I want some sense of responsibility to take care of another like human life, I could see myself, if I'm like 50 or 60 years old, I could see myself like fostering a kid or what have you, because there are so many kids in the system that need love and then they need care, and I could see myself doing that. But I don't really want a kid of my own. And honestly, again, selfishly, like, the only reason I want a kid is to see what it looked like. Other than that, like, I don't want a kid. Like, if I could like have like an accurate, like, you know, those like face little, like, when we used to do those, like when we were younger, you'd get like yourself and you'd get your crush, and then they'd like merge your faces and you'd see what your baby would look like. Like, if there was something that was that accurate and I could see what my kid would look like, that would be cool, because I do want to see what I would make and like what facial features they would get from me versus like the dad. Honestly, like, that's so stupid, but that's literally the only reason. And like, that's not a reason to have a kid. I also don't subscribe to like the traditional societal standard of you meet your high school sweetheart and then you get married and then you have a kid. I don't subscribe to that. It's not appealing to me in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, that's another reason I don't really like that way of thinking of like, your purpose in life is to get married, have a kid, settle down, carry on your bloodline. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm living my life for me. Like, when I'm gone, I'm gone. I'm not coming back. I don't bring any of these possessions that I have with me. I don't want to carry on anything. Like, it's just not that important to me. I don't have anything that I want to pass down. Again, I could foster in the future, but I don't really want my own kids. There's really nothing that anybody could say to me to try to convince me to have a kid. And I've seen like so many videos on like TikTok of people being like, this is why I'm child free. And like, there are so many like angry moms in the comments of like, well, I love my kids and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I get to go on vacations with them and it's the best thing ever. Great. Great. Like, truly, that is great. I'm genuinely happy that you are happy. Like, I'm happy that you enjoy that life. But that doesn't mean that other people would feel the same if they were in your shoes, right? I just feel like people try to convince others of things that they don't want to do, or like their boundaries. And I've had people in my life where I say, yeah, I'm not having kids. And they're like, oh, don't say that. Don't say that. You could change your mind. Don't say that. Like, you don't know what you want. Excuse me? I don't know what I want with my own body and my own life. Like, you don't know better than me. And like, they say like, oh, well, I was in your shoes when I was your age. And like, I also didn't want kids. Okay. But that doesn't mean we're the same. We're not the same. So don't try to tell me what to do with my body and my life. Don't do that. That's disgusting. That's so disrespectful. And again, bringing it back to that person, they were like saying your purpose in life is to have kids. I don't know if that was trying to convince me to try to have kids, but I was like, you're further making me not want to have kids by using that statement. So thank you for that, honestly. I feel like there's this like big shift with at least my generation. I don't know if it's maybe in the younger generations where people are just not wanting kids for a lot of different reasons. And honestly, I don't know, I'm here for it. A lot of people share my same opinions and same like thoughts and ideas about not wanting kids. I feel like we should just be able to say, I don't want a kid. And when people ask, why not? Why? Like, you don't want a kid? Are you sure? Just being like, because I don't want one. It's as simple as that. I don't want one. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to like wrap their brains around why they don't want this huge responsibility, financial responsibility, mental responsibility. Like, it's a big responsibility. It is a commitment. You have that kid for the rest of your life. I don't want that big of a commitment. I don't, personally. And again, I don't go on like TikToks or videos or shit on other women who are like, I want a kid so bad. Like, I want my kid. I want a kid. It's like my purpose in life. Like, I'm going to be a good mom. I don't go onto their videos and say, you should consider not having a kid because here are all the negative reasons of why you have a kid. Like, I don't think you should do that. Your purpose in life is not to have a kid. Like, I'm not doing that to other people. So why are these moms coming on to other people's videos and TikToks or even in real life and saying like, no, you're going to want a kid. Your purpose in life is to have a kid. How are you going to tell somebody how to live their life? Stop. So this isn't a video of me sharing why other people should not have kids. It's a video about me sharing why I personally don't want a kid. I'm not saying that, you know, all my negatives of having a kid could be somebody's pros. Maybe they appreciate the changes that happen to their body, like because it shows that, you know, they've created life. I think that is beautiful. I think creating life is beautiful. And women are so strong. We are some of the strongest on this fucking planet. I'm serious, a dead ass. And I think we go through so much and we are so underappreciated. And those women are so strong. But I'm also strong. Not because I'm choosing not to have a kid, but I'm also strong. Just because I don't want a kid doesn't mean I'm like not strong or I shouldn't be appreciated. I don't want to win. And so I feel like I need to get better at just when people say like, oh, like you're going to want a kid, and like ignoring what I'm saying and ignoring my wishes and my boundaries, like setting a firmer boundary of, no, I don't want kids. And that's it. And it's like, just dropping it. Like, I don't want kids. And not having to make myself feel smaller or people please just to like satiate these people and their desire for me to have a kid. That is why I don't want to have a kid. Again, I know a lot of people will agree with me. I know a lot of people won't agree with me. And keep the comments respectful if there are any comments. And again, we're not trying to convince each other of these certain things. You can bring up why you wanted a kid or why you didn't want a kid, but we're not going to be attacking people. And I especially don't want to see any moms in the comments being like, you need to have a kid and your purpose in life is to have a kid. Because again, you will be blocked, or as best as I can block you on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't really allow blocking, but I can hide your comment, and I will, because I don't want to see that shit. This is my page. You're not going to come onto my page and tell me what to do. You're going to be kicked out. So that's all I had for you guys today. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a beautiful week and that you find some peace for yourself this week. Okay. Bye.